Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler with me, Herd 37. So, in our last flight, I can't remember exactly because it's been a while, but I think we went down to Jacksonville, or may have been somewhere else, but I know we created a base down there at Jacksonville, KJAX. And I promised that this time we would fly out of there, our new base, and we are. So down here at Jacksonville, like I said, KJAX, and we're going to fly to Springfield, Chicopee? KCEF, I believe it says Westover, I believe that's Air Force Reserve Base, I believe. Metro in Springfield, Chicopee. It's going to be around 900 or so miles, all said and done. It pays $629,833, so that's a really good paying job. Just over 74,000 pounds. I believe that is mail. Courier post? I believe that's mail. Not for sure because it's German, but I think it's mail. I've already got this thing loaded up, so we'll go ahead and select our 757. And we will be flying a new plane soon. I don't know if it'll be next episode or maybe the one after that. I'll kind of leave it as a surprise, but it's one I've never flown before in any of the different series that we do. And I've been kind of waiting to do it. Man, that's going to be a really, really fun plane. But I'll leave it as a little bit of a surprise. Because I got to learn how to fly it. So I'm not flying it now. Because it's got like the whole computer system and stuff that I don't think I've ever actually used. It'll be new to me as well. Knock that back a little bit to about noon. Day. Yeah, so either we didn't fly here or I had someone take the plane and fly it somewhere else. Because let's see. I mean, technically we're cargo, but I'm not really sure exactly where we should be. It's all like medium, small, and heavy, which is kind of weird. And I know what side I want to be because of where we're taking off. I'm going to take the heavy one here. I just hope it's close to where we're going to be taking off. But with that, let's go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright, everybody, here at the plane. We'll look outside real quick. This scenery is from Cielosim. There we got somebody out. I'm just looking at them. I think it was American. I think it was American Airlines. It kind of sucks that they're going over to that runway. Because I don't know which one we're going to. I'm thinking it's this one over here, though. There's the two runways, and neither of them with the wind were really that great a runway to take off from. But the airport scenery is actually pretty good from Cielosim. They've got, I believe, 2 or 3 airports. They seem to be pretty good. Alright, so we'll go over here to the FMC. And we'll get our flight plan loaded up. KJAX. KCEF. Activate, execute. Alright, departure, we're going to take off on runway 32. It is cross B2, transition at Whisper. And we're going to arrive, we're going to take the ILS on 23. I had to put a bunch of waypoints in there because there's no real star for it. Oh, actually, we'll check that out here in just a second. Reserves, let's put in 3. Cruising altitude, let's go 35,000. Let's say cost index of 80. Alright, so takeoff. B2 will be 151. Alright. Their approach will be around 140. Of course, we're less than that. Let's get that off for 1 second. Alright, let's bring it back. Go ahead and bring this over here. Bring up this window. We'll make it a little bit bigger so you can see a little better. Over to legs and we'll step through this. That doesn't look good. That didn't make sense at all. HD 317, but then Giggles and Crosby. Giggles and Crosby looks good, but what is the problem after that? Whisper. That's Savannah. RDU, that was Raleigh-Durham. There's JFK. There we go. Mannix. Oh, that actually looks good. Yeah, Mannix, Grab, Grammy, Beans, and then down to the runway. Has Beans and then Belch. That's kind of... I guess they did that on purpose. That's kind of funny, I gotta say. I don't know if I want to put Belch. Might want to delete that because, well, Beans was supposed to bring it straight in, but I guess it technically didn't. That worked out rather well. We gotta fix this. Come on, man. I'm gonna have to step through this again. Alright, HD 317 has got to be down here. Then, oh, see, it comes back to Giggles. Giggles, Crosby, Whisper. Giggles, Crosby, Whisper. Alright, so we'll take the first three out, I guess. Actually, that's probably not the way I should do it. Alright, so let me take Giggles down here and just move Giggles up here. Now we've got Giggles, Crosby, Whisper. I don't know why, but it did it again. Giggles, Crosby, Whisper, Giggles. What in the world? Savannah. Giggles, Crosby, Whisper. Can I move Savannah up there? That'll take all that out. Yeah, there we go. Giggles, Crosby, Whisper. I don't even like HD 317 being up there. There, that'll work. That'll work a lot better. That one is just too daggone close to the airport. Alright, so take all that off. I'm gonna go ahead. LNAV, VNAV, it probably won't line up. Let's see. Heading is 317. And let's see, where's our... Hell, looking, where is our... It's almost like it doesn't have our runway there. Direct, I guess we're over here. I don't know, maybe it just kind of looks kind of weird. 32, so it's up and to our right, so we're going to be over there. It figures that it would be a different runway than what those guys were going to. Taxi light coming on. I guess we could probably just taxi right over here, I'm guessing. Let's look outside. Best way to get there. Actually, I guess probably the best way is go straight over. Kind of in a weird area. This is the large parking area. We could go over here. That might be best. It's not like the prime area you want to be at. Move this to 35,000. There we go, 35,000. Air hauler notices. Flight director is on. I guess it was already on. Maybe it comes on when you start setting that stuff up. Brakes and RTO. Flaps going out to 15. You see like the wind thing down there in our... Right here, it keeps flipping and flipping and flipping. So I guess there is no real wind to speak of. Cause it's got it's like a 1 mile an hour wind. Let's go straight over here. Take this other one. So we can get over to the taxiway. Yeah, when I was looking at it, there was the wind didn't really line up for anything. It kind of lines up right now from the looks of it, from that runway that guy was going to. I've already got everything programmed and I have to create my flight plan before we get in. That's alright. See, it kind of lines up a little bit with us. I can't tell. It's only a 1 mile an hour, so it's not a big deal. This is also not the longest runway. I think the other runway is actually longer. But that shouldn't be a problem either. Especially if we go down to the end. We're somewhat heavy as far as cargo, but fuel-wise, we're not that heavy. Like I said, it was only like 900 miles. In fact, I had to shut the center tanks off when I was configuring the plane, since we're so low on fuel. Yeah, this will. I kind of hope that this will be the last one, the 757, but there could be one more. Just because time, because like I said, I gotta learn how to fly that other plane. I've barely ever flown it, and it's been a very long time. It's never been one that we've shown on here. I'm kind of excited to learn how to fly it, because then I can actually use it in more videos in other series. I've got a couple planes like that. Bigger planes that I've never really flown before. Actually, I've got several. Maybe up to 5? I don't know. I've got some smaller planes that I don't fly much either that I could bring in here. Of course, we can always fall back to the 747. I haven't flown the new version from PMDG in any of my videos. And then there's always the MD-11 and 777 that people love. They are spectacular planes. The 737, I don't know, I've gotten a lot better with that than when I remember we've done like 2 different times with the 737. The last time I could not land it for the life of me. But I've actually used that in a lot of my landing videos because I've gotten a lot better with it. Speaking of landing videos, I've got a landing video and also an FSX flight that I've had done for weeks and I just can't get around to editing it. Either of them, I need to do that. Kind of flickering and flashing. Landing lights coming on. Let's go ahead and turn on the strobes. See anyone from the right, nobody from the left. So go ahead and enter the runway. I notice there's like flickering and flashing over there too on those lights. I don't know why, it's just the yellow ones. The grass looks pretty good. I noticed that earlier. Different levels of grass kind of look like they took that a little too far, didn't I? All of a sudden the yoke popped up. I have no idea how that happened. That was weird. Hit the key to move my view. She popped right back up. Alright, auto throttle's coming on, brakes are in RTO, flaps are out. Go ahead and hit traffic. Alright, so TCAS is on. Alright, let's go ahead and get it. Thrust is set. So I had to take my eyes off there to check it. It went straight left on me. Pushing forward on the yoke. Airspeed's alive.
80 knots. V1. Routine. V2.
Come up too quick. I kind of jerked it there for a second. Positive rate.
Positive rate. Gear up. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5, buddy.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flaps up.
Flaps coming up. Bring back the power as we're approaching 250. I'm going to fly out here before we go to the right. By the way, I'm going to up my range a little bit. Alright, let's head out to the right. A little bit of hand flying. God, I do enjoy it still. Don't do it a whole lot in the bigger planes. I'm going to add a little more power here. I always put it in autopilot. Man, always approaching that 250, and I kind of struggle to stay under it. We've got weird waypoints. We start out with like giggles, and we end up with beans and belch. At least there's some comedy involved in whoever creates this stuff. I guess that's a good thing. Airspeed's coming down slightly. We also pitched it up a little more. I think autopilot actually has it climb a little steeper. It's usually around 3,000, I'm thinking. Straighten her up a little bit. Actually, I went a little too far to the right there. Just busy looking at other stuff and talking. Checking out my vertical speed. Alright, now we're getting pointed back towards it, so let's go ahead and turn on the autopilot. Actually increase the power a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look outside if it's not too late. About 6,000 feet it looks like. We're not going to really be able to see the airport, are we? We saw it on the ground. Tons of water. Jacksonville, I guess the ocean, it looks like, would be over there. Yeah, because that doesn't look like any ocean over there. I guess that's the coast. Yeah, that's got to be the ocean. See it over there? I'm not really sure where the city of Jacksonville is. I guess it's probably over there. Because I don't see it, and Jacksonville is a pretty good size. The only thing I know about Jacksonville is they were ripping on it, man. They hosted the Super Bowl a while back, and everyone was ripping on how bad it was. Like, who wants to go to Jacksonville? And it was rainy and everything. Can't blame it on Jacksonville. Coming up on 10,000 feet, I'll go ahead and hit the landing lights when we do. By the way, I should change my heading here. 10,000. Landing lights are off. We're in a heading of about 044. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
about 10,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and hit the range up on that.
Devices is now permitted.
So good. I want to take a look at this real quick. Negative 38 on the fuel, 1903, and it keeps on moving. I can't even see what that says. 16, 15. So it'll be a little, maybe about 2 hours or so, because that'll really move once we get up to our cruising altitude. I wish they would program that stuff. PMDG can do it. I think Aerosoft does it with their Airbus as well. I don't know why QualitySim can't do it. They better do it with the 787. As much time as they're taking creating that damn thing. I really want to fly that plane. Up in the clouds. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while though. Not too long of a flight. Especially for a 757, only 900 miles. I don't think too many 757s would only go that kind of distance. Except Trump when he was had his 757. Alright, well, won't be too long now. I'm going to go ahead and speed it on up, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
environment such as newspapers.
Alright, everybody, slowing her down to normal speed here. You see it drag required. She's struggling just a little bit to get down. We'll be alright. So let's go ahead and get our speeds here. It's down to 134. So I'll move that down a little bit. 134, let's say 155 at 2300. Get off there. And let's slow that down to 2. Actually, I'll make it 200 at 3900. Yeah, let's move this range down so we can see it better. Alright, so landing lights are on, taxi lights on, auto brake is set at 3. Arming speed brake. Alright, heading over to beans, and we got belch, of course. So we're southwest of Boston. We just went over somewhere really dense. I don't know where that was. It wasn't New York. It was literally just like a second ago. We're getting a little too fast. She's over 250 again. So I'm going to put that speed brake out. By the way, it is 109.9. The ILS 109.9. There we go. And it was at 228. There we go, 228. I'm going to move this over to 228 as well. Drag required, yeah. We're under 250 at least. Go ahead and hit the localizer. We had a problem in the navigation early on. Went to the first waypoint after I sped up, and it just kept going on a straight course. Didn't turn or anything. We're just below the glide slope. Getting close. We're under 220 now.
2,500.
2,500 you can hear. So getting the flaps out. Gears coming down. I believe it was 134, right? Yeah, 134. Oh, there's the airport. Flaps going to 5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Get rid of the speed brake.
preparation for landing,
Make sure it's
please
armed.
return all seat backs and tray tables to their upright and stowed position. Ensure all portable electronic devices
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the auto
stow all
throttles.
carry-on items. Additionally, Footrest and
You see,
window
it's getting us
monitors
too
must be
slow
returned
now.
to their original position. Thank you.
Here's the approach hold. Move my view.
Flight attendants, please be seated for arrival.
Flaps going to 15. Move this down to 134, our landing speed. Alright, looks like everything is a lot better settled now. More flaps. How did, wait, now we're at full flaps? How did I get the flaps all that way out? It seems like we had more flaps out than I was thinking. Although I guess it's 15, there's only 3 after that. That's kind of weird. Don't get her too slow. 139 will be the approach. About 8 knots. Increase the power just a little bit. Landing green. Airport elevation is about 240 feet. Still a little over 1,000 above. Looks like a really wide runway.
1,000.
Right, there's the 1,000 call out. I hit it again because it was kind of confusing if it was going to go off really or not. Feels like we're off to the left just a little. Slightly high and fast. Down the power just a bit to help us get down. There we go.
500.
Ah, got up again. Get off the power a little more. Adding just a little power because we're going to get too low.
Approaching minimums. 200.
Somehow we got off to the right again.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Says it was okay. It was probably one of our better landings in this thing. Alright, off the auto brakes and everything because it's a really long runway. Man, that's a really wide runway. It must be military. The thing is huge. Alright, tapping the brakes a little bit. Let's get slowed down. That was probably one of our better landings. It really felt like it. Slightly long, but we came under in pretty good control.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be taxiing.
When we started flying the 757 again, I said, man, I'm really excited to fly this because I've been getting so much better, and we have had nothing but crap landings. Go ahead and retract the flaps.
Please remember to check around your seating area, in the seat
A little too
pockets,
wide there
and
again.
overhead bins for all personal belongings that you brought on board. Please take care when opening the overhead bins, as the contents may have shifted during flight.
Alright, strobes coming off, landing lights as well. Then we'll go ahead and stop her. Yeah, slightly long, but not bad at all. Stop the recording. Flaps are retracted. Flight director can go off. We can get our TCAS off. Landing lights are off, like I said, strobes are off. looks like everything else is pretty much just set to go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Didn't slam her down or anything. I wish we could have got a greaser, but hey, I'll take it. It says it was okay, at least. Yeah, that is a massive runway. That thing was wide as hell. Kind of like that. It's a really long one, too. So, it's got to be like an air reserve base. Yeah, and just a big, wide open area. That's pretty much how the air bases seem to be. And I probably won't be flying it out of here because there's not going to be any jobs. And I have a day off today. I got to go to work tomorrow, but I only work one day and I get another day off. I think it's like 3 more off, and 3 more days of work. And I even get a paid holiday. It's kind of weird how they're doing it next week. I really like working like 2 days in a row and getting a day off, or like 3 in a row and a day off. I'm used to working so much more, but I really like that. Looks like we'll be... I'm trying to turn her. I wasn't really prepared for it to be over to the side. I thought we were going to go like straight down. Get back. Straighten her up here. Well, we're a little cockeyed. It'll be alright. Alright, let's park her right here. Parking brake coming on. Text, let you go off. And we'll just go ahead and cut the fuel. There we go. Air hauler's got it. Alright, let's go over to air hauler and get ourselves paid here. There we go. Let's go ahead and unload her. Get paid. Westover, Metro Springfield, Chicopee. So I don't know. Is it a air reserve base and an actual airport for like air travel? I don't know. Yeah, we'll go ahead and stop the flight monitoring. Come on, Ehala. $11,592 feet. I don't know how wide it was, but man, it was a massive runway. I like it though. So we're up here, like I said, southwest of Bluff. There's KCEF. Actually, there is. I don't know if there's anything going away from there. What are they going to call it? Westover? Well, there it is. Well, no, that's KBAF. So that's Westfield, Springfield. So it's like the same area. It's kind of weird. Let me see if there's anything. Well, that's 2. Let's see if there's anything from. It's better, easier to look at that way. KCWF. Anything coming out of KC? There's from there to Camilla and from there to Detroit. And that actually pays a lot. It's only got 19 hours, so I don't know if I'll be able to fly that. I might be able to fly that tonight. Jeez. Because I really want to do that, and I would have it to our base, so I could have an AI pilot do it, but I'd really like to do that myself. And it's back to Detroit. So I'll see if I got time to do that. If not, I don't know what we'll be doing next. If not, we'll probably be flying out of Detroit, because I'll definitely have to have like someone do that. Although it's a little, I would have to do that manually, have the AI do that manually, because it's overweight. But I can still do that. So I'm not sure what'll be next. I'll try to do that, but I can't promise it. Anyhow, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope y'all did enjoy it. I will catch you guys on the next flight.